Welcome to My Take by Noni, where you get to see the world through the lens of two funny, quirky, creative Gen Zs who are sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Here, we give our 2 cents on life, societal norms, and basically anything that answers the question, why?
Does it need an opinion?
Trust us, we've got it. I'm Muthoni.
I'm Gathoni.
And this is My Take. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, handsome.
I'm Muthoni.
I'm Gathoni.
And this is My Take by Noni.
Woo! Yo!
Woo! What's up? What up, my people? Niko na energy here on Manager Submissions at NRG Radio. It's Junior and then you submit. Wanasema?
Msijui.
Hey guys, hapa kwenye date. Hapa kwenye top show.
We.
Yeah. Hizo auditions just zinanimaliza.
Imagine mimi nimeona ya nani? Nosim. Sijui Nosim. Nosim Natasha. Okay. Nimeona ya Nosim na Boyna pekee. Sijaona.
Sima tulikuwa na watu nilikuwa na go through so because they're just so funny. Very, very funny. Anyway, how are you? Ohoro wako.
Demwega.
How was your week?
My week was amazing.
Really? Tell us about it. You want to hear about
those really.
Really?
But I went to BM's pre-tour mini experience. Nikaona the love of my life. This time hakuni hug but
nimeona na uka experience the music.
Waka perform na kutishwa. Yeah. I've had a nice time.
I've had an amazing week. Mimi my week. But then I realized wewe uniulizange ni mimi tu naendanga straight into it niko like my week. See, at least tukue concerned bwana.
Nadhani how was your week?
My week was amazing. I can't complain. Yeah. Actually, it was amazing. My brother was here. Then took him to school. Unaenda wapi wewe kijana? School bana easy. It's just a no for me. But it has been amazing. I don't mind it. Plus, it's my birthday week. So energy, new energy. We're just maintaining the energy. Because I mean, the new has come and the old has gone. So, yeah, this is the new me, guys. But at the time this video inakuwa drop my birthday, itakuwa ishapita. Yeah. What's your song of the week?
My song of the week, I think, is Nina Siri by Israel Mbonyi.
Nina Siri na Yesu.
Yeah.
Sitaki kuendelea cause mine is Bend Like Banana by Vibes Cartel. So I don't know that hot and cold. But Bend Like Banana because I mean vibes on vibes this week. Mood, energy, top. Yeah. What's your verse of the week?
My verse of the week is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that
he gave his only begotten Son,
that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I think ni kwa sababu there is this Bible study group tumekuwa tukisoma John. This week the book was John chapter 1 to 3. Na nikisoma hiyo chapter 3 like sasa kuisoma in context ndo lini hit like wow.
Yeah. I think mine is Psalms 145 verse 18. It says, God is close to those who call him and those who call him in truth.
Kwanza tuanze kupigia Modhoni makofi. Kwa sababu ni Modhoni ameshika Bible verse.
Real. Anyway, I think that was my Bible verse for the week because of this new chapter. Also, this new chapter, I'm trying to make it to realign, to go back to my relationship with God because kidogo sijakuwa nikistand on business with God sana. Also, shout out to Gathoni because this week we had our first Bible study session. I hope you don't live under the rocks. I hope you know this. We posted it on our Instagram page at My Tech. And our Bible studies are every Wednesday
From
8 to 9. And moderated by Gathoni. But most of this one was moderated and the next one is still going to be moderated by Gathoni. Yeah, and she did an amazing job. Somebody said you transformed their lives for real. So kudos to you. Thank you. Watu wache kujidoubt because you did a good job, babe.
Okay.
For real.
So,
Anyway, let's shout out our Kiingereza mingi radars. Let's shout out our sponsors, Makne Media Services, for providing us with these equipments, the cameras, the microphones, everything, guys. They've been truly, truly supportive through the journey. Please do make sure you hit them up on their Instagram page and on their email for birthday shoots, weddings, graduation, baby shower,
anything, basically.
live recordings.
Unataka kurekodiwa, you want quality
and affordable
media
services.
Just
Holla at them. They got you. For real, please do, guys. Please do holla at them because we do not want to lose this sponsorship. Thank you. So can we just jump on?
We head straight into the topic of the day.
At least your introduction, I think, ni 5 minutes.
Real.
Hey, we are doing a good job.
Lakini I think ni juu tulikuwa shooting pia last week. So hatuna udaku mingi ya kupiga.
Na pia tumepiga udaku kabla tuingie set.
Yeah.
Na pia another thing, there's something I wanted to with my take. We are in episode 8.
Wow.
How many more episodes to go? 4. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at us. A whole consistent. I think that's kudos for us. I didn't like Nicole episode 8. Juzi tu tulikuwa tunaambia watu, guys, this is my take and this is what we'll be doing. But look at us now. Congratulations to us. Woo. Can you just tell? Shango na vigelegele. Unajua mimi ni MC by the way part time. Gori. Anyway. Topic of the day. Gathoni.
Are your parents picking on you as Gen
Zs? Are you the problem? Ama your parent is the problem?
Ama both of you are the problem?
Ama is the house the problem? Ama ni the cats?
Basically, we're going to talk about differences between us in our generation and those wazee wetu.
Gen Z versus Gen X.
And millennials.
Some
of us, our parents are millennials.
Millennials.
Yes, millennials.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Kuna Gen Z's parents zani millennials.
It's coming me.
Wala?
Mamangu si wa 83.
Aya.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Must be good. Must be nice. Anyway. Let's get on 8.
My first point is on fashion. Wazazi wako wanakuonea ama
ni wewe ashawo pale. Kamini skirt, my dress, my choice.
Lakini I feel like it depends.
It depends with context.
Anyway, fashion is relative.
But
kuna outfit naweza vaa mtu aone akini uko smart, mimi na kusasa
acha mimi nitoe example. Mimi say my father I walk through that door. I watch his video. Then ananiakana. Diana tabia zake si mzuri na anakuwa kichwa ngumu. Sijui kuna siku nyingine nilikuwa hadi si spaghetti vest. Kwa tu nimevaa vest because it was Feb kulikuwa na joto. Me, I was just going to I was going to school. Naambiwa ndo vae sweater. My friend, hadi nimetaki. It's just a vest. Vest yenye iko na straps kama zile wa baba uvaa. It's thick. Nivae like guy. So guy. I mean, hiyo sasa hapo ndo tunaweza ongea tuseme nyewe Gen X because mimi sijui rada guys. I think it's because they were brought up with church and I mean, kwani God alisema, is there something that talks about dressing in the Bible? Nasema we don't wear mimi kitambo nilikuwa naambiwa nisivae
si kwa smart.
Ati inasema
Urembo si kwa venye unavaa.
Oh, that's the only way.
Okay, hiyo ndo mimi najua.
Kitambo tulikuwa tunaambiwa tusivae trouser church.
Oh, yeah, kuna place wame-mention hiyo. Lakini hiyo ni I think sijui kama ni nani ameandika episodes ni Paul. Sijui kama ni Paul alikuwa anaambia watu venye watakuwa wanavaa wakienda church.
Cause
siko sure.
Sasa si hadi navaa trouser nikiana. Hiyo siulizwi lakini vest. I think ni because wamekuwa brought up. They've been brought up with that. Ile like wao wamevaa manini masweaters. They never used to expose their bodies as much. So sai hadi kuonyesha mtu arms ati atakuwa attracted kwangu guy my friend. Kwani unakuwa attracted na arms?
Si tufunike. Hata kuna watu wanakuanga kwa feet hapo ndio that's where it's at.
That's where
ukiangalia
nyash ni arms. Guy, sasa sitafanya kazi.
Man.
Ai, si basi tuambiwe tufunike hadi kucha na uso. Tuvae tuonyeshe tu macho, mapua. Tuvae mask.
Si kitambo before the colonialists came watu walikuwa na baki uchi.
Hadi Adam and Eve tukianzia hapo waliumbwa na nguo.
Lakini
no, for real.
Wachia tu hapo next point.
Waliumbwa na nguo. No, maybe there's kuna mtu ataona hii link leo na Gen X aka like what do they know? Mnajua ni I mean this is our take but seriously hadi wewe just open your mind and look at it differently. Me because fashion kuna hiyo fashion ya exposure na kuna hii fashion ya rugged ilianza na kusag. Kitambo hapo 2012 style ilikuwa kusag. The guys sag na to cape na to vest and then they'll be like wako hivyo. Hiyo style ilienda ikichange. The same way watu wakona sasa tuvange rugged. Sasa na watoto wetu my lord.
But I feel like squeezy with the nini of streetwear watu hawavai as exposing.
Alafu hawajui hizo stories ati ini streetwear, ini chic, ini casual, ini official. When you buy, they expect you ile ngo utavaa job, ndo utavaa church, ndo utavaa ukienda out with your friends. My lord.
Please. Kuna kitu naita style.
Alafu and then we're always told now we are the sinners.
Man, kwanza hiyo story.
Sasa sisi ndo washirati. Kuna people who dress inappropriately. Hiyo nayo hatujakata. Hiyo nayo it's true. There is there and it's Gen Z. Hiyo hatujakata. There are people who dress inappropriately. But we are not saying that is acceptable and we are not saying that is right. But kuvaa just because the fashion is changing and they expect us to be like the old people and live like in the old ways. Kivipi? How can that happen? I think people must understand that each generation is coming with their own thing. The same way how walikuwa wanavaa viatu venye walifika 20s na wazazi wao wakiwa 20s pia wako wanavaa viatu. Si basi wangeambiwa waache kuvaa viatu cause ni sinners.
Madhani yamejaa.
No, it just doesn't make sense to me. But atujakata, there are people who dress inappropriately, and I mean, to each their own. But I mean, that's my take.
Okay.
Yeah. The next point for me, I'd say music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They expect us to listen to the gospel versus
Secular.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that street gospel is bad or secular is good or secular is bad and gospel can never be bad. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying either of them is bad or good. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying they say that people who listen to secular again hawajaokoka. They are sinners. I think wako in denial of times are changing. Nini. I think music is very... Ama waone musicians pale, wako na hii, wako na... Ni kama, imagine wakia mzazi wako. Asha yenye alikuwa na dance ni Super Bowl. Wakia mzazi wako Super Bowl.
Ndio nimewacha video.
Ama basi ya Rihanna.
Ama tuseme tu yenye tunajua
performer yenye tunajua si wote yenye tuna relate ya Omalay. Sijui niweke link kwa description box.
Nani hakuona hiyo? Wewe acha hiyo. Waliona? But then tulikuwa naongelelewa hivyo vyote, kwani una udaku kidogo in your bones. Utake kujua nini watu wanaongelelea.
Ama kama hujaambiwa tu niambie DM me. Here's my Instagram handle. And then niambie nikutumie link. Hadi iko kwa page ya Omalay alipost. Enda usearch Omalay nini Instagram. Shall see. Mambo live. Mambo ni live.
Na wacha
Ushakez.
Ushambez.
But exactly. Sasa weke your parents something like that. Mm-hmm. Yo. Imagine you're an artist. Mm-hmm. Because of course kuna Gen Z wenye wanataka kuwa artists. Mm-hmm. And of course we are looking at akina... You know, there are some people who look at akina Sauti Sol, akina Bien, akina Ben Sol, akina Omalay as the people they'd want to be. So of course people would do that. Mm-hmm. If akina Asha are having such performance and such dancers, people will look for such dancers. And a concert ya Rema, behind him he has backstage dancers. Ama wanaitangwaji dancers behind him. Kuna watu wana look to be like Rema ni their idol or something. So of course hadi wao watataka kuwa na dancers. So imagine your parent is supposed to be supportive, supposed to come for that concert and support you, and then apatane na dancers. Sure haitaendelea. Nimesema mwende mvae longi. Nimesema hakuna mtu atadance. Imagine your parent making a fuss. Ako like, apana. Aiendelei. Hii nimekataa. Dadako, kama sivyo, do not be associated with me. Enyewe tunapeanga watoto stress. Nini guys? Nini? Siache mtu... Anyway, nitaambiwa kuna mtu atakomenta aseme pata mtoto wako ujue. Mimi sina baya. Hebu sema next point. Kuna venye niko very na ujonge hapo kwa music.
Sina kitu ya kusema. I'm just concurring with what you're saying.
It's just concurring.
Yeah. My next point is on career. Parents wanajua career zenye zina make sense ni medicine, engineering,
real.
Sijui law, nini. So ukikama up na mami nataka kuwa animation, sijui what. So naitangwa nini? Ama musician, ama dancer, ama nini. Wako sasa, what?
Hii itakuletea pesa aje?
Exactly.
How will you feed the community?
How will that help?
Utablipia shosho hospitali aje?
Really? Sasa unasikia kumwambia shosho ni mama yako,
si mama yako. Utalipia watoto wa Maina shule na nini sasa hiyo Maina ni yako wangu.
That is another point of conflict between Gen Z and the older generations. To us, we are taught to follow our passions.
All right.
Them, they are taught to follow money, one.
Yeah.
And two, kushtua kijiji basically.
Kenye wameambiwa na hawana kujiambia. Wana follow to what they are told. They don't have.
Nakumbuka when I was in form 2. Ndio tulikuwa tunachagua subjects. Mimi nilikuwa naambiwa chagua subject utafanya course mzuri. Naambia mimi course ninataka kufanya ni culinary arts. Mimi nataka kuwa mpishi samtadu. Nakwambia niliitiwa life coach.
Wacha.
Wallahi. Niliitiwa life coach ndio niongeleshwe niambiwe hiyo si course mzuri. Hiyo si course ya adabu. Ukiona course yenye nafanya leo ilifika point nikamwambia haya mnataka nifanye nini? Nipeni kitu yenye iko na job na iko na pesa.
Because at the mimi I remember in form 4 because high school me was just there for part of passage of life. No, when you lazima uende primary, high school, university. So mimi nilikuwa high school kupasta. Wallahi high school I used to joke. So mi watu wanaulizwa mnataka kwa nini selections za uni zimekuja bedhe mimi niko like ama ni choose utalii sijui nini because I really wanted to become a chef. And then nikastopishwa na mwalimu fulani. Then I go like, you want to become a chef? What career is that? Nini akanikelelesha, akaniongelesha. Niko like, don't you know there are chefs who cook for people? Hizi hoteli zenye watu hawezi afford kwenda. Zenye watu hawezi afford kwenda. Do you think nani anapika huko? Ama ni mama faka. Nani okay. Leo naongea mbaya lakini who do you think is cooking there surely? And kama if that 3-course meal is more than 5 ama 10,000. Unadhani chef mwenye amepika hiyo meal analipwa much? Okay, mama kagiamka. Okay, people just I think they're not okay, don't blame them because they're not exposed. Hawako exposed to these things. Unajua sisi we are in the media, we are seeing and then ujue Gen Z see at they think of something and do it. Actually there are people who think about it. They take nilikuwa nasoma mahali walikuwa nasema they take approximately 8 to 10 seconds to think if this is worth their time, money and effort. Kama akiona out. It's not that we are not irrational people. We just don't do things if you're too. We think and we actually actualize things because squeezy. One thing about peer Gen Z is that there is competition. Like the competition is stiff. So hakuna venye you'll be seeing your fellow Gen Z making it with dancing na wewe bado uko hapo unataka kuendelea na medicine na uko contented with that. They'll want also to do medicine and dancing sasa. They'll want to huyu anafanya nini? Let me also do it. Huyu anafanya nini? Huyu pia yako na bia. Kama the fact that we have a podcast. Maybe kuna mtu alianza YouTube channel because ako like if these girls can be able to do it, they have school, they have family, they have other businesses and they can still manage it and do other things. I think there is a koka influential nini around Gen Zs. Yeah. Anyway, the other point is career. Shasema career, individualism. Our personalities and the way we think and the way we carry ourselves as people is very, very different.
I feel like also as Gen Z are very independent people. Si mtu wa go with the crowd or simply doing things because other people are doing it.
Yeah, let me just even use myself as an example. For me, I have parents. Both my parents are alive. I'm not given allowance. I'm not given money with my parents. So, mimi siwezi kaa chini na ngoje. Nitajituma. I have a business. I have a business called Tots Thrifts. Tots Thrifts. That's a shameless plug. I have that. I have my take. What else can I do? I'm out there. Kama hizi talent shows za shule zenye zinakuanga hapo. Opportunity ki crop up. Do you know how many people always run for that opportunity? Kama in our school, the last talent show, ama inaitangwa cultural week. So there were condoms being zungushwa. So one of my classmates, because ako Red Cross, alipata hiyo opportunity ya kwenda kuzungusha. You just zungushia people condoms. You just go giving people condoms. And he was paid 1,000 bob just to zungusha condoms. Hiyo ni kitu, pesa iko wapi? Wako hapo. They have your, hiyo kujituma. And I think that's really, really nice for Gen Zs, because ingekuwa our parents wako in the shame, hawataki kujajiwa, wako like hizi ni mambo za shetani, kwanza hadi why are you giving them condoms? You want them to have sex? Abstain. Why are you giving them, yeah. Another behavior ama individualistic behavior that Gen Zs have is that they have priorities, and their priorities are to make a difference. You'll realize most of the Gen Zs are either they want to improve the world they want to improve something to do with the society. I don't know if you know This Is Me community, but I was so surprised that the owner of This Is Me community is such a young girl. Like, so many young people these days are doing so many great things. Kama sijui, there's this other pia chick I saw. I think she has something to do na hizi mambo za global warming, na mambo za plant trees. I think our Gen Zs are coming up with so many, they want to be impactful. And actually that's a trait I think that they have borrowed from Gen X also, because not so many Gen X were like in the space. But look at Akina Wangari Maathai. But Wangari Maathai is a baby boomer. She's a baby boomer because the late Wangari Maathai, because ni watu wa kitambo. So I think we borrowed that from them and we admire those traits. So that's an individualistic behavior characteristics that Gen Zs have. Your prioritize, impact. Even these days, children's home. Mi sikuona wa parents wakienda children's home. Uliona, umeiona mama kwa ama shosha ama auntie yako ameenda?
Mi nimeona, lakini najua tena kwa sababu I was dealing with millennials, not Gen X.
Me, I've never seen my parents go to a children's home ati wanapeleka atiwa. Labda stories za church, labda inaitwa seminar. That's the farthest I've seen, but hiyo want to be impactful, kwa nini, I think that's a trait that Gen Zs have.
Another one for individualism is they don't really care what society thinks.
I think you're referring to me.
They know what they want.
And they are very bold. Yeah, they are very bold. I think actually I was listening.
And they're not afraid to stand out.
Yeah, I was listening to Phil Karanja. And I think that's why people are starting these projects, because they are fearless. They want to change the narrative that is there in the society that, this is why. Na ndo maana utaambia mtu hafai vizuri na si ati ataacha kuvaa hivyo. Because they have what they believe in. They stand with what they believe in. And they are also open-minded people. Very open-minded people. But then if you're a Gen Z na you don't have these character traits, I think it's time for you to kujiita kamkutano julize. Am I really a Gen Z? Am I giving Gen Z? Am I giving baby boomer?
My next point is wazazi na watoto hukosania sana social media.
Yeah.
And mine is not on what they post to each their own. Kwanza kina Tamara na sijui nani.
Before we continue, ile point ya career, I think I got it. I forgot to mention this. There's this time they were saying about, I don't know pia ka ina fall kwa social media, but they were saying TikTok should be banned. Gen X wamezoea, you have to wake up, wamezoea wako into the 9 to 5.
The struggle life.
Then you have to wake up, lazima uamke,
uende ofisi kwanza hiyo si 9 to 5, juu wanaonanga 1 to 2 ni lunch break. So
8 uamke 8 uende jioni urudi kesho hivyo. I think hawako into online, sijui social media. Ati niambie babangu ama content creator and that's my life and that's my career. What do you mean you can work from home? What do you mean? Mimi unless nionyeshe tunaishi better. Look at this money. Look at all this money I'm getting. Hapo sasa ndo wako like ebo tuambie what is this that you're talking about? Ati I was listening also to a podcast. Yeah, sasa ni millennial. Pia ni content creator full time. Wazazi wake hadi wale wajoelewa what he's doing for a living because wanajua tu enabesha. Wanajua pesa iko na analipa mahitaji yake, he's doing the right thing iko. But ati wanajua tunafaa kuamka nitakutafutia kazi. But then hiyo kitu it low-key affects me because pia nakuanga na hiyo stress, you know, I'm almost finishing the first part of my studies, so najiambia lazima pia mimi nikuwe na job. But okay, my work needs to be physical, my career needs to be a physical kind of thing. But kasa hii niambie mtu nafanya psychology ati nienda kutherapize watu, what you mean unaenda kutherapize ati mtu anakuja kuongelesha? Pia that's something that is very different in career form. Yeah, I think tutaenda off topic tukianza kuongelea career yangu. Now we are not talking about psychology today.
Okay. You are talking about social media.
Yeah.
I was saying, see according to what they post, anyway to each their own. Akina uliona zile video za kana Tamara na sijui nani the boys sijui I think Central Kido wale nilikuwa na post sex tapes kwa Instagram story.
Lini?
This year, I think January, I'm not sure. Honestly, personally, nikaweza pata mtoto wangu
ile kumpiga.
You can't embarrass me like that. Anyways, what I was saying is, actually, when ushaongelelea monetizing social media, they don't realize that hata siku hizi kuna apps ukulipa kuscroll.
Walai.
Ukiscroll tu unalipwa
walai.
Kuwatch ads unalipwa. Sijui kulipa kujibu survey unalipwa. Them they don't understand that's a way of making money. Kwa zile tu za nani hizo simu sijui tumbo real ukipatikana ukifanya nini
kwanza kichwa hiyo issue dhimo ulete ange hiyo simu hapa 10 akigai. Me have been through it, ask me. Mimi wazazi wangu ni proper Gen X. Proper. But then naambiwa mimi ni black sheep. Naambiwa mimi ni kichwa ngumu. Because I'm a proper Gen Z. What you mean? I'm gonna stand with what I believe in. What are you telling me? Unaniambia aje hizi vitu? That's why I really believe in Gen Zs and this whole generation of we have to be open-minded. Actually, it's an effect because usipokuwa open-minded, surely you'll just end up being a Gen X. Ama mnitange kinyo. The other one is communication.
I feel like, okay, my aunt was telling me how she's a millennial. Haminingi Gen Z venye we communicate so openly about everything. Juu unajua Gen Zs we are communicators. Kitu kikusumbua utasema, kama utaki kufanya kitu utasema, kama you will speak. Juu that's as we are taught our voices matter. Growing up unaambiwa your voice matters. Usifungie shida zako, so as you will speak. But millennials hawajui hiyo, wanajua kunyamaza na kutake it
na kufollow the rules.
Yeah.
Follow what they are told.
So she was telling me she has to get hata yeye anajitrain kwa ka Gen Z ile ya kucommunicate. Juu ilifika point hadi alikuwa ananiambia Angel, I don't know how to reply to this text. Please help me. Juu me nayo I will communicate. Na mi nitakwambia tu straight to the point. I won't go through the corners. Mi ukinibond nitakwambia by the way umenibond. Yeah. So as in like communicating styles, I feel like Gen Z, we are so open about everything and we talk. Atu nyamaziangi anything. We'll just talk and talk and talk. And that's so different juu. Kuna kitu tutaambia our parents wakozeleza. Juu how them, they don't believe in telling your parents that juu wakozeleza. Hizo ni mashida unafaa kuwa unajiekea.
Obey.
Disrespect. But sasa sisi tukozeleza us will communicate. What are you saying?
You stand for what you believe in.
Yeah. Umiuta ni treat hivo by the way juu that's not right nini so unaimagine ukiambia mzazi uta ni treat hivo
unamwambia unajua you're making me feel depressed. Wazazi wanaonanga shida kwa like kai sasa imagine leo aliniambia na feel depressed ni nini sijampea chakula ako nayo
hiyo ni kitu ingine unibo
nguo ako nayo school fees mnataka nini ingine what you mean
kwani uko emotional
but stability. They don't know that emotional intelligence in kitu
wazazi wengi hawana
another communication our Gen X prefer Facebook to Instagram, TikTok. But then me kuna time that babangu alikuwa like hizo TikTok. He was so against TikTok. He was so against TikTok. But juzi nilimpata tu hapa akiwatch TikTok. In short, they slowly getting used to it because Gen X wamezoea SMS na Facebook. Sisi tumezoea Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, Snapchat. Na Twitter ni millennials mostly. Yeah. I think Twitter ni millennials. So I think pia that's a very big difference between the Gen X and the Gen Z. And another difference is that Gen X prefer text messages and emails. But us we prefer phone calls and handwritten messages.
Letters.
Yeah, and letters. I think people find it romantic. Our generation romanticizes everything. Writing letters, but watching in a bathtub, traveling, cutting a cake. I think that's good. Because wazazi wetu wangana hiyo ni upuzi. Upuzi wa hali ya juu. Hiyo pesa unatumia kufanya nini? Kwanza ati you're going for a photo shoot for your birthday. Hiyo pesa tungenunua maziwa na nyama ya sapa. Ni nini guys? Yeah, I think that's how Gen Z's. I don't know if me personally, I prefer also physical meetings. Yeah, I don't know if other Gen Z's prefer that, but also may prefer that. Yeah. The other point?
My last point is on core values.
Yeah.
Our parents, the core values they hold so
dearly.
Yeah. Sisi hatuna shughuli nazo.
Yeah.
Kama wao wanaona education. Wanaona sijui nini. Sisi yetu ni respect. Open-mindedness. Kwanza Gen Z. Being open-minded is such a big thing for us. Kwa sababu unafikiria kama mtu mzee kwa nini? Kwa sababu even if you're close-minded utaulizwa mbona unafikiria kama mtu.
Ni ukweli. Na Gen Z wanaongeanga. So unaongea. Hawana chills.
So, ebu Gen X, what are some of the core values they hold?
Some of the core values. Can you just disappear? Some of the core values that Gen X hold is diversity, self-reliance, entrepreneurial, life balance, and pluralism. Na pia millennials wako highly educated, self-confident, optimistic, and all that. Kwanza millennial, I think, okay, in another life, maybe I'd choose to be a millennial. I kind of admire millennials because they're the gap between our parents and us. They are a balance of cool and not so cool, but they're wanajaribu. I think having a millennial parent is so cool. I think it's very cool to have a millennial parent. So those are some of the values that Nini Gen X have. But yeah, independence. But pia we share value with them because they're also independent in that pia wao walikuwa wanataka kufurahisha kijiji. They didn't want to itisha their parents money. Utasikia, me I think that's why my parents don't give me money because pia wako wanaitisha pesa. So they are like fanyia pesa yako. Fanyia pesa yako kazi. Inakuanga hivyo. Fanyia pesa yako kazi. Do work and get money. And actually, that's actually even what our uncles tell us. Ebu fanya tia bidii upate pesa. Pesa zako si za mzazi wako. Yes, me, I always think that, yes, our parents are supposed to provide for us and all that. And it's not a bad thing that, for me on my end, natakanga I wish ningekuwa na allowance. I mean, I don't mind, but it still has really pushed me out of my comfort zone because really some of our friends and age mates, they are given allowance here for real. Them, they just sit and they're given 50k allowance per month. Imagine nikatu una receive mshahara for just being a kid of someone and you're not the one who birthed them, you were birthed. Yes, that must be nice. Shout out to every parent who's giving their children 50, 10, 30,000, just money. Shout out to you because me, I've been pushed out of my comfort zone. Maybe I'm not a hustler kwa kupenda. It's because my parents also were not given money, so they also believe in wewe amka ujitafutie do. Wewe amka, wake up early, enda shule, rudi. So I think it depends with which type of a parent you have. Most of them, by the way, their parents are millennials, by the way. But all in all, we are still existing and we're still surviving. Yeah, I think that's it for today.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I don't have any other point.
So what's your take for this episode?
My take for this episode is that our parents and us are very different. Mm-hmm. And we have to acknowledge that and accept that as a society, that we cannot all be the same. Mm-hmm. We cannot expect Gen Z and Gen X to be the same. We can't expect our Gen Z and Alpha. Wanaitwa the next generation, I think inaitwa Generation Alpha. Gen Alpha, and we can't expect them with us to be the same. So even us, the day we are going to become parents, we need to be open to these changes. Of course, there are going to be changes because we are evolving as human beings. So also the Gen X should understand where we are coming from, and also us as Gen Z, we should understand where they are coming from. We should not have that conflict, and we should, I think, solve them as mature people, but people tend not to prefer that route. People tend to prefer that the bigger people become the bigger people. If you know. That one is self-explanatory. So I think we need to be open. We need to be open to these changes. We need to know, because it will reduce a lot of conflict. I think easy vitu zote. Na ndo maana walikuwa nasema we ban TikTok. Why are we being told we ban TikTok? See, we are making money out of it. People just think that we just sit down and TikTok pays us. We wake up and our videos have views. Mbona my take bado sina hizo views 1 million that people expect us that we are going to be paid ama we are going to have all that money because of TikTok, or at nikiwa TikTok I'm promoting pornography and all that. Maybe, I mean, those are platforms that people learn from. There are techniques, there are ways of living, there are ways to people share their experiences, and you feel, I'm not alone going through this. I'm with many people, or you learn a new skill online. There is a lot of change, and people just need to open their mind to it and look at it from like, so it's not that easy at choki, because I feel like still the struggle is the same in all generations. Ni venye sai is a struggle made easier, but everything has its own challenges. Hakuna siku ni kama gari venye zilianza kukua. Si ati zilikuja, ziko easier, yes, mode of transport, but bado unaweka mafuta. Kuna simu zilikuja, but you have to buy a phone. It's not cheap money. You have to put airtime, you have to have data. Writing letters, you had to walk. You see, that's the difference. Walk ni the same na credit ama the amount of money you're going to buy phone with. The phone with. So there is each struggle kuna nini yake. Each thing coming up kuna struggle yake, and I think people should be open at looking at that. Yeah, that's my take here on Madoni's end.
On Madoni's end, I feel like vile tu umesema, there's going to be differences between our parents and us. Especially in the way we relate, the way we see things and view things, our thinking processes, venye tuna reason. It's all about striking a balance.
Yeah.
Ndio muweze kukaanisha. Juu tena uwezi sema ati Gen Z is the right way. Yeah. Tena uwezi sema Gen X is the right way. Zote tu ziko na mashida zake. Acha niseme hivyo. So it's all about striking a balance, and we can't. I also feel like we can't be too hard on our parents and on their way of parenting. It's their first time being human.
Yeah.
It's their first time being parents. They've never done this before. Yeah. So I see wenye wow wana to raise, it's either depending on how they were raised or how they think it's best.
Yeah.
Get. Yeah. Na shushu yangu tunashinanga tukiambia shushu yangu ni kitu ngumu, juu shushu yangu asikizangi mtu yoyote. Shushu yangu hataki kusikiza. Ukimwambia kitu atasema yes, but before afanye kile umemwambia, it will take so much time. Na kitambo tulikuwa tunashangaa sasa shida yao mama ni gani, si ndo tunamsaidia. But then she to explain akatuambia, if you have a child and you've raised them alone for so long, unazoea kufanya kitu akili yako inakwambia, si kitu yenye unaambiwa na watu wengine. So I feel like we shouldn't be too harsh on them or judge them too harshly. It's also they're doing their best as parents, and they always want the best for us. So that's my take here on Gathoni's end. And
I think this was a nice, relaxing topic. I think I'd definitely listen to this, because it's just an insightful topic of how we should just understand and relate more as a community, because we are all placed on this other Gen X, Mass, ingine Jupiter. We are all placed here. We are all going to live harmoniously. Pia tukujengewa nyumba za Gen X, ziko Mombasa, za Gen Z, ziko I mean, we are coexisting together with our generations, and we just have to understand them. We just have to relate with one another, because our common nini is that we are all human beings, and we all have emotions. We all have feelings. So that's it here on My Take podcast.
What is your take?
What's your take on this? What's your take on millennials, Gen Zs, and Gen X? If you're a Gen Z, please like this video. And if you're also a Gen X, like this video. So you can find our Instagram page at My Take.
Our YouTube
at My Take Podcast.
Spotify
at My Take Podcast.
TikTok
at My Take Pod. Email at mytakebynoni@gmail.com.
And our personal account is, my Instagram is King Galoni.
Mine is Miss Mathoni.
And
anyone you feel like shouting out today?
Not really.
Me wanna shout out my business. I'll just put the link here. Hiyo nilikuwa tu nataka ni shameless plug. Anyway, till next time. Bye.